Good morning, everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and of course, it is the 21st of July. Welcome, July 21st. Uh, wow. This has been a hell of a weekend. I'm gonna just tell you a story here. Actually, I did tell you a story long ago about eBay, but I'm gonna tell you another story. If you ever watched the video eBay Tried and Screwed, then you know about this one, but maybe this one is an interesting twist to another eBay situation. Um, eBay. Ed wanted to sell some stuff on eBay because he had sold stuff on eBay before. Well, unfortunately, eBay changed the setup, and so now when you sell things on eBay holds onto the money until you complete the sale, which means shipping, and the product is delivered to the customer. Which didn't help Ed when he was kind of desperate for money, and he was like, "Oh, I thought the money was going to go right in my PayPal to subtract the fees." No, unfortunately. Doesn't help any that Ed doesn't have a regular bank account, and because he doesn't have a bank account with an account number, they're like eBay's whining at him because all he has is his prepaid debit card. So, just very frustrating and completely frustrating. So I was really kind of course, I don't really want to get in the middle of eBay stuff, so I kind of just try to keep my distance. But of course, he was trying to work this transaction out, and I had to sit there trying to talk to customer support, and he was calling the customer support, and for some reason, some from fraudulent slip, I kept mixing eBay, PayPal, and YouTube together, and it came out to be a conversation that sounded like a very untasty casserole. Okay, basically, so let's be sure to keep the three divisions separate because YouTube isn't eBay, and eBay is no longer part of PayPal. Okay, so what happened was, Ed has a prepaid Walmart debit card, which is where he gets his direct deposit on. So we thought, oh well, maybe we can go ahead and set him up so that he can get his direct routing number, the EBA number for the Walmart card. But he said he can't really reach through the customer support of his debit card people because unfortunately he's kind of absent-minded and loses stuff, and then I end up basically having to try to chase down all the missing pieces, and he has to call them, and forget it, it wasn't going to work. So we went ahead and he set up a PayPal account. We did link the card to his PayPal account, which is fine for buying stuff. But then, trying to sell stuff on eBay, we linked his Walmart card into PayPal or eBay as well. And then what happened was he sold a transaction, and of course eBay policy is, now we're gonna hold the money in escrow until you ship it, and then when the buyer gets the product, then we will release the funds. At the same time, the website is screaming at him that he needs to have a checking or savings account, checking or savings account, and he don't. And so we said, well, since you can do direct deposit with PayPal, why can't they just give us a routing number and a checking account number so we can just go ahead and do it that way? Well, kind of. The only thing was the account number that PayPal gave him was too long for his account number. It has to be less than 17 digits. So that wasn't going to work. We talked to PayPal's customer support, and they said, well, when he gets his cash card, then he just go ahead and calls us back, and we'll give him the right routing number and stuff that he needs. But that doesn't help when he's already strung out for money, because he already used up all his money for the month buying stuff. And I told him, I said, how did you manage it when you were in Florida? He said, well, I didn't buy stuff on eBay. I said, well, I understand that. I said, eBay's not as good as it used to be anymore. So it's just been a really rough night. Just. And then this morning he wakes me up about 7:30 in the morning. He's carrying on about he's basically explain to the buyer that he can't ship his item because eBay is sitting there hemming and hawing that he isn't likely to get his funds and all that. And it's like, oh, why didn't you just refund the buyer's money from the beginning before we got the mailing label printed? And he was like, thought about it. Well, yeah, but then you did say print the label, so he prints the label, and now he's a postage too. Just, Monica, how you doing? Just absolutely crazy. You know, but at least hopefully for us, we're not going to have the same problem when the YBP comes in today. I looked at the pending transactions, and it's pretty good. We're gonna have looks like we're gonna have a nice chunk of change. It's just gotta go to my bank. Okay. So probably in a little while, in a few hours, the money should be in my bank account. If it's not here today, it'll be here tomorrow. And Ed said to me, he said, well, if you get the money, let's go get pizza. I said, Ed, I'm sick of pizza. I said, please. It's a high carb. I can't. Even you said I got a bay window on me. There's no way in hell I'm not interested in eating another pizza. I'm sick of pizza, please. All I wanted to do was get a plain double cheeseburger, a large french fries, a large vanilla shake, and maybe a medium Diet Coke. That's all I wanted. And now that McDonald's is open, I want to go in and get something to eat for lunch. Okay? And I know it's not the healthiest choice in the world, but damn it. When was the last time that I remember that I had a nice, decent, plain McDonald's lunch? I mean, sure, I prefer Wendy's better, but we don't have a Wendy's in Winston. So, yeah, you gotta do with what you got. Yeah. Ed paid for the shipping out of the money that is still in escrow. They let him take it out of the escrow money for the shipping. So theoretically, there's no reason why he can't ship the thing. It's just that he doesn't like the fact that he has to wait for the buyer to receive it before he gets paid. And I understand that. I tried to explain this to Ed. I said, well, look, I'm sorry that they changed the policies. I mean, I wish I'd known about this myself ahead of time because he was a long-time eBayer. But he had been away from him for so many years. But there's nothing that we can do about it except if we send out the item, then of course when the buyer gets it, then eBay confirms that the buyer gets it, then they would release the funds. But he said, but what's done to what? They keep telling me I had to have a checking account. I said, I don't understand that part either, because considering they said that they said that you can use your Walmart card to pay for the buying and the selling. So situation normal. All messed up. Well, I don't know anything about the pub fries, but I mean, I don't want to order Wendy's and have it delivered because that's a pain. And then of course now Ed's going to me saying, because he's realizing I'm making more money than he is. He's like, on my YouTube channel. I was like, oh, well, okay. No, I know I need to borrow money for beer. Yeah, beer. Why don't you find a cheaper way to get the damn beer? I don't mind helping you out with some beer money, but really, it's just kind of ridiculous. Yes, that canceled the sale. He explained it to the buyer that he can't ship the item and that he told the buyer that they need to talk to eBay and tell them eBay that it's said he's not shipping the item out and that they should demand a refund. Yeah, we doesn't drink that kind of stuff though. So, as far as interesting story, oh well, I do got some stories, other stories here, which I don't have a lot of details on them. Okay, first of all, the Tokyo Olympics is giving a Paralympic candidate who is uh, blind and deaf a headache because they wouldn't give her a assistance, a personal assistant to help her take care of her needs. And so she had to withdraw from the games because, she needs help to get some things done. And she thinks it's kind of unfair that the Olympics wouldn't give her the help that she needs because she's deaf-blind. It's just a lousy combination. Okay? Other things in the news about the Olympics is to save money and to encourage people from not having sex in the Olympic Village. The Olympic Committee has instituted beds made out of cardboard with polyfill insulation or for mattresses. Well, oh yeah, and 160,000 condoms. That sounds fine, considering the fact that you realize they're all young, healthy, viral people, right? Well, unfortunately, they're not giving out the 160,000 condoms until after the Olympic Games are over. The idea is to allow the people to bring back their share of condoms back to their home countries. Wait, you got. That doesn't make any sense. The Olympic Villages is where young men and young women are like rabbits. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, okay? And now you're telling me instead of encouraging safe sex, you're gonna go ahead and tell them they can't get the condoms until after the Olympic Games are over? So how are they gonna be able to practice safe sex? Oh, simple. They're not even supposed to. So you won't even be able to make love on bed because the bed's narrow and they're made out of cardboard. Shit. If I had a bed made out of cardboard and at the same time, I mean, I'm a pretty stocky person, so I don't think that would go good for me. To think that my bed is made out of cardboard, and sometimes I toss and turn, and all of a sudden I have my bed collapse on me. The Olympic Village is going to be replacing a lot of cardboard beds. I can show you that. It just doesn't make any sense. That's what they said. Yeah. Olympic babies are nothing. They're gonna still do that anyway. In fact, they even do it out in the buff and the around between two buildings in the Olympic Village. Like I said, you get actively healthy young men and women. Love is in the air. Trust me, they're going to go ahead and do what they're gonna do. After all, they could just as easily do it on the floor or in the grass. How are you going to stop this? But still, that's just so stupid. This year has been totally messed up for the Olympics. No spectators in the games. That's going to suck. All the effort to go to the games, to compete for your country, and your country fans can't even be in the stands if they can manage to buy a ticket. Um, yeah, the beds were supposed to be to prevent people from making love on them because if they do, the beds collapse. I don't think it's a really good idea for a manufacturer. I mean, the idea of making beds out of cardboard because it's sustainable, okay, I understand that. The use of a polyfill insulation so it's easy to recycle, I understand that. but for preventing from people from wanting to make love, come on. People, these are young, viable people. They can make love all kinds of ways. I'm sure they know a couple moves I never heard of. You ever heard doing a doggy style? Oh yes. All right. Anyway, the point is that it just doesn't seem like it makes any sense. Okay, let's get somebody on the panel here. Let me get to that screen. Where is that wonderful window there? Let me get to that screen here. Just absolutely. There we go. Turn this on. Answer the phone. Good morning. Hey, how
Good
you doing,
morning.
Monica? Yeah, so anyway, Ed woke me up this morning. He said I talked to the buyer. I told the buyer what's going on, blah 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 blah. And we're not going to ship out the package. Just told the buyer that they should just go back to eBay and demand a refund. He said he's going to quit eBay. He's going to close the selling account and say screw it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, jeez. That's not all he's got to do is what we talked about last night. Get, the Walmart card or go get a regular bank account.
Right,
Get his
I
PayPal
know what we
link
talked
to a
about
bank
last night, but
account.
Ed is not the kind of person who thinks that way, unfortunately.
I know. It's okay. Well, he's a Taurus, like you said. He had something in his head and he wasn't going to be logical about it because he was passionate, which is what we love and hate about Tauruses.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It doesn't mean that
And then
he's not.
Then he's giving this Virgo an anxiety attack. Thanks a lot, Ed.
Exactly.
After
I know.
I was trying to enjoy a nice good morning sleep, getting ready to get over the day, and all of a sudden he gets ready to go to bed, he starts carrying on about this transaction, and it just told the buyer that told the buyer that he should go back and demand a refund from eBay and all this, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
I really feel bad for the buyer because the buyer's like, but I wanted the train set maybe from for we don't know the reason. Maybe he wanted it for his son or for his daughter or something.
Yeah.
Holy crap! You're now telling them that you're not going to give them what they paid you for. Why didn't you just refund his money right away before he made the shipping label for it? See, because we could take the money out of the escrow so we can get the shipping label printed, and that's what we did. So theoretically, it's all set to go, and I don't know.
I know. That's the thing. I mean, you guys already paid for the shipping, so you were still going to be able to ship it. Ed just wanted his money now, not a week from now.
Yeah, he's just impatient, though.
Yeah, he's impatient, and that's a Taurus thing. It's also a Virgo thing, so you understand that.
Yeah, but I'm not. I was never gonna do that to my customer. I would have basically said, I'm gonna send it out as fast as I can. But like I told Ed, what it is, I think eBay is trying to say, make sure you have money on hand. Make sure to budget your money ahead of time so that you don't have to depend on the transaction come through before you're all stony and broke. Well, unfortunately, as like you said, Ed didn't think that way. Of course, I'm way more methodical than he is. But let's be honest.
Right, you're a Virgo, so you understand the impatience. But you're also a Virgo who is organized, intellectual, intelligent,
right?
And you temper your passion.
Well, majority of Virgos are. I haven't seen too many that weren't at least intelligent in some field.
Yeah, exactly. Like my husband's super great with mechanics and painting,
right?
And you're, yeah, exactly. But I just feel bad for the customer, and I feel bad for Ed because it sounds like eBay changed things before
it changed the whole layout, and
yeah.
Now he was like trying to figure out how to get access to things that he used to use. And now it's like, we have to go chasing around and spidering through the website to find them. And it was just real messy. And it's like, what is this crap?
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same eBay it was years ago. I've been shopping at Amazon myself mostly because my daughter has a student membership, and so we just use Amazon Student Prime because I get faster shipping and stuff like that. But I had to go to eBay for some part my husband wanted for the for the car, and it was hard. It was hard to find it. It was hard to research the seller. It used to be so easy to research the sellers. Everything's hard on eBay now.
Yeah, even
for the
selling's a
buyer.
nightmare.
Yeah.
And so what's the point of having a seller site that makes it harder for the sellers and the buyers to do what they got to do? That doesn't make any
Well, you
sense.
know what? He might, if he was telling me last night, he was telling me that he had Facebook. They have a Facebook marketplace. He could try selling there.
Yeah, right now he decided he's going to just probably bring the train to the local pawn shop.
Oh, because he needs money that fast. I get it.
Yeah.
I do. I get it. Been there.
And of course, he's saying to me is, if you get your $300, then you can go ahead, help me out a little bit. And then he says, well, if we get that much, how about we go for pizza again? I said, I'm so sick of pizza, Ed. Please. I've been wanting to get a plain double cheeseburger with large french fries and a vanilla shake and a small medium Diet Coke for so long, for weeks. And I haven't, we went to pizza a couple weeks ago, and about a week ago, and I was like, I'm like so out of the pizza business. I'm like, I just need a break. And I said, and of course, it reminds me, you got a spare tire on you. Oh, yeah, I know, and yeah, you want me to inhale more carbohydrates? That's
yeah,
great.
And he's one to talk. I saw him yesterday. He's got a spare tire too. Thank you very much. Yeah, we both do.
Like I said, we're both big people. The problem is that I try to be a little more careful.
The beer doesn't help him.
I try. It doesn't mean I'm 100% successful.
No, me either, Michelle. I only eat twice a day, and I am still a big girl. And I don't eat big meals. I'm just, sometimes I think when we're older, we're just bigger. That's just life.
Yeah, we do get bigger when we get older. It's been a fact. A lot of reasons why, which may be a good topic in a way, is diet. The American diet, which is it really designed to make us fat? I think the American diet actually is designed, especially now with GMOs and everything in it, to make us fat. Because we eat so much corn, we eat so much grains and wheat.
And what was that stuff you talked about the other day? The sugar, oh gosh.
Yeah.
The corn syrup sugar.
High fructose corn syrup.
Bad for. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. That's horrible for us.
Yes, that's horrible for us indeed. Then, first of all, it turns off the equivalent of our gas gauge. So we don't know if we eaten enough. Whereas with regular cane sugar, at least the sucrose tends to let us know, okay, you're done. You reached your fill of sweetness.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like like you said, it messes with our internal gas gauge.
Right.
So we're gonna overeat because we don't think we've had enough yet. That makes sense. I've also
at the
heard
same time, it's also very sweet, so which means that it causes people to crave to eat more of it, and that doesn't help either.
No, I would agree with that. I think another thing is oh gosh, what do they call it? Diet sodas also confuse your gas tank.
Yeah, diet sodas contain aspartame, which isn't necessarily healthy for you anyway.
Nope.
Because it's partially I can't really explain what aspartame does to the body, but I'll tell you, when it breaks down, it turns into formaldehyde.
Oh, yuck. Well, I know that one of my doctors told me you drink a lot of diet sodas, and when your body finally realizes that it's not getting the sugar it needed after the diet soda, you start craving more sweets, Snickers and candy bars and chocolate. And I think that might be it.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Soy and estrogen in everything that boosts our estrogen?
Yes, soybeans contain estrogen, which is great if you're postmenopausal, because
I didn't know that.
But if you are a man, drinking too much, eating too much soy products will cause you to become feminized, because it's like taking estrogen pills for a man.
Oh, wow.
Now, by the way, there are plants that make plant androgens, and one of them is pine nuts.
That makes what?
Pine nuts.
No, what do they make?
Estrogen or testosterones or androgens.
Oh.
The men's hormone.
Okay.
There's a few others that do too. So the thing is that means that for a man who's worried about his low T, he can go eat pesto all he wants. And pesto will help to offset his low. Your phone was doing that last night too. What's the story with the phone? Well, they put soy in everything that boosts your estrogen. Well, that's good for me, but it's not good for men though. For men, it turns them into what we call soy boys. But I mean, it's just really bad for men who want to keep their manliness. That's why they have to eat pine nuts. There are other plants that have plant androgens, which is testosterone is an androgen. Pine nuts is certainly one of them, but there's other plants too. For some reason, Monica's not making sound right now, so I don't know if she's muted or if her microphone crapped out on her. But she's not talking right now. I don't know why. I'm modulating.
How's that?
Oh, there you go. So, what was going on with your phone where it was making that crackly, strange noise? Yes, I see that. Sounds like she's having problems with her microphone. Okay, there you go. So what's the story? What was making your microphone make that strange noise?
I have no idea. I just unplugged it. We're just going to go on the phone speaker.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe your headset's finally shot.
Yeah, it could be. It's a cheap one. My daughter's had it for about 5 years and handed it down to me.
Well, then
so yeah, it's probably done.
I think it's time for a replacement, just to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's only $35, so I guess I could go buy another one.
Well, right now, like I said, the thing is for me is I'm supposed to get paid today from AdSense. And
just don't let Ed spend it all, Michelle. Don't let Ed spend it all.
Okay. I don't want to let Ed spend it all.
Yeah, do your hair. You guys can do a dinner, but it doesn't have to be pizza. McDonald's is cheaper anyway.
McDonald's isn't really cheaper, but I mean, for what me and Ed would eat, McDonald's wouldn't necessarily be cheaper.
Oh, okay.
It's just that we haven't had McDonald's in so damn long that it would just be nice to be able to get out and eat something different.
Yeah, it's always nice to treat yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to see if the automatic payment is pending. Okay. For July 21st. Oh, maybe you can through Michelle. Maybe you did.
I wish Ed wanted steak and lobster. I think Michelle wishes Ed wanted steak and lobster, skunk, but Ed wants pizza. And Michelle's sick of pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, it says that the payment should have gone through for $301.57. It says automatic payment pending for $301.57.
So it's just a matter of when it goes through.
It's a matter of when it goes to my bank. So
yep.
I'll take a check right now, really, because I am kind of curious. So I go to www.
Yeah. Don't talk about it out loud where you go.
Right. Well, let me just log in. I'm just curious the answer because people don't realize how much I appreciate the help of people. It's like situations like today. It's like when I really depend on that money so much because it's like.
Well, I know you.
By the way, what do you think of the new feature that they called super hands up or what do you want to call it there?
You do, Michelle. We know you do.
Super thanks.
It's applause. That's the where you can watch people's videos that aren't live and give them the equivalent of a super chat or an applause. And I think it's a great idea because there's a lot of people who don't live stream who qualify for super chats, but they don't live stream. I think it's a great way for people in other ways to make money too. I think it's cool. And for people to donate the creators in other ways. I think it's cool. I like it. I'm glad it's up and running for you now.
Yeah. Well, right now the money is not in my bank yet, but it might be in by later or even by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because like Ed said to me, he said, I'm sick of pasta. And I said, well, I'm sick of pizza. So we kind of both agree on the same thing. We need a break from both. I don't need pizza and he don't need pasta. Because we're starting to look like pizza and pastas. We're starting to look like a Pillsbury Bullwind girl, I bet over.
Yeah, because pasta's nothing but carbohydrates, that's for sure.
I don't. No, actually, it doesn't want steak. You definitely wanted a pizza, but for some reason, like I said, he and I are both kind of sick of pizza, and it's like, I'm the one who wanted plain double cheeseburgers, but we won't be able to get plain double cheeseburgers until we get paid. Now, the difference is today is the 21st. It's a Wednesday, so theoretically, the money should be here today in my bank during banking hours. They'll direct deposit it.
Yeah, they'll probably release later today.
Yeah, probably will be. It usually is. That's usually when they check is after lunch. But I decided to check it early, and so it's. So I mean, we got the money now this month to pay for my hair, pay back some more in the utility bills, get them fixed up. Knowing that he's gonna go. Well, I still need 9 days for the beer, so can you let me borrow $6 a day for the next 5 days? Yeah, $35. Oh yeah, I need vodka too. I need vodka. You need a hole in the head.
He doesn't drink every night. He doesn't drink every night, does he?
He drinks beer every night.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay. I didn't notice him drinking last night.
He drinks like four 26, 25-ounce cans, 2 to 4. Well, so last night he hit him extra hard because of the situation with eBay.
Yeah, that was. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I do too. But the thing is part of the problem is it's just like Jimmy Buffett said. It's just my own damn fault because every time he had a bank account, he kind of kept overdrawing it, and of course, ended up getting frustrated with the bank. The bank gets frustrated with him. They close his account. He can't pay up the back amount, so always him. And then they send it to collections, and then they give him a bad mark on his credit score. And then it goes to a new bank, and the new bank won't take him on. And then he's like,
"Yeah,
that sucks." Yeah, it sucks. It shouldn't even be allowed. I mean, okay, you don't want to make sure the person doesn't want to overspend. You don't want to give them debit cards or credit cards or checkbooks or whatever, fine. But for God's sakes, people do need to have funding. That's one of the reasons why now we have the direct express cards for people on Social Security. I mean, Ed could get a direct express card. I mean, I don't think that would be so bad for him. I don't know.
Oh, have his Social Security go to a direct express card from Social Security.
Yeah, you can do that. Except the offices are still
depositing
closed.
to a Walmart card. Yeah. But those Walmart cards are supposed to be just like a bank too. There's a routing number and everything for them.
Yeah, I know. PayPal can take your also can take your PayPal. I mean your Social Security direct payment. Because I got him a PayPal cash card, but it won't be here for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, he's impatient, and it's like, Ed,
yeah,
I ordered a card, it's coming. And he's saying, I'm gonna go across the street and get a prepaid card. Oh God.
That's it. That's a Taurus. I want it now.
Can't wait a few days because he's desperate for money. And it's like, I don't know. I know you guys don't like drama. I figured that already, but at least it's
not really.
At least it's not the kind of drama we all hear about on YouTube all the time.
It's just your relationship drama, and to be honest with you, if that's you guys' worst arguments or disagreement, it's a great relationship drama to have. It's nothing. You know what I mean? You know it's not that important. You know he's going to get what he needs. Just try to placate him until he gets what he needs. You know?
Oh, he knows I would help him out as much as I can, but by the way, I finally washed some of my darks last night. I missed one piece. I gotta wash one dress, two more dresses. So it's just that it's such a pain to have to keep looking at the little washing machine every time to wash laundry. But last night the line was full, so there really was no more room to hang up stuff to wash. So I guess I gotta lug out the little Wonder Washer again and throw two more tops into it and let them run through. So I don't know. I would it's a skunk seed discussion. I know you asked this a little earlier. I don't know if pizza is really necessarily for losers, but the problem with pizza is it's a carbohydrate. It can be very fattening if you eat a lot of it. Same with pastas.
Yeah. Same with pasta. But the problem is pizza's also convenient because where you live, pizza probably delivers.
Yeah, only one place does, and they're right across the street. So, what's the point? Just walk over and grab it, or eat in the dining room.
Yep, exactly. But they don't. Is that the place that doesn't let him get pitchers of beer anymore?
Actually, the reason they didn't get they do still do, but here was it got and ended up getting sick at the table outside and puked on the sidewalk unintentionally. That's why I didn't want to give him another pitcher of beer, is because even he explained it to me. He said, I didn't think about the fact that I was drinking alcohol on an empty stomach and I was already nervous. And I said, Ed, next time you go out there, don't order a whole damn pitcher of beer. Order less of it. He already told me he knows why it happened. It's like, well,
yeah.
Then just don't do it.
It wasn't that they were going to sell. Weren't going to sell him pictures, or they weren't selling pictures. They didn't want to give him a picture again.
Oh no! Let's put it this way: the poor pizza restaurant had to grab the garden hose and hose down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
That's kind of aggravating.
It can be, but I'm sure it happens. What happens if you got a family in there, and a kid eats too much pizza? I've seen kids throw up when they get full.
Right.
My son, one time when he was little,
well, at least we were eating outside on the sidewalk, so
they could just wash it down.
It's a lot easier to wash it down with the garden hose, right?
Exactly, that's what I just said.
Right. So I think the pizza place was just like, oh my God, of course he was embarrassed.
I'm sure he was.
I don't know. Because I was embarrassed too. It was like, this is disgusting. Like.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I don't want to see that.
And I still wanted to show him the one
store
that's right now
between. You just have to remember.
I wanted to show him one store that's between CVS and McDonald's, which is called a new convenience store called the Mercury Gas Station. And he was like, it's like almost like a goat. Nah, nah, nah. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I just want to get my beer and go home. We'll sit in the park and drink it. I'm like, well, I still want to show you the Mercury because they have a lot more options for food and stuff than Cubby's does. Cubby's is half the size of this new store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he wouldn't go in.
He didn't want to go out. He didn't walk over to CVS or the other store. And then, of course, he says to me, oh, by the way, he says, I'm on an Advil PM. I said, great. And then he says to me, so, but I see you still have some, Benadryl antihistamine medication from Dollar General. I said, yeah, that's mine. So, because last night I took one ahead of time because I wouldn't cough and sneeze and I could get a good night's sleep, which I did, thank God. He obviously, as far as I know, didn't sleep much. He just basically was up all night on the computer, tossing, whining and humming and hawing. I was like, oh. And so, but then he finally piles into the bed after he starts launching onto his tirade about eBay this and eBay that. It's like, Ed, did you have to wake me up to tell me this shit right now? Because I kind of really was hoping I could have slept, gotten up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, get my normal day routine on, and stuff like that. He said, well, I told you early because you said you were going to deliver the package this afternoon. I said, this afternoon? That's not this afternoon. It's only 7:30 in the morning. I sleep. I need my sleep. What little I get, I really work hard, and I tend to put a lot of effort into what I do.
Yes.
How you doing,
and he woke you up.
Andrew can understand about that. How effective he's similar. He puts a good effort in for his day with the work.
Yeah.
So when he hits the mattress, it's bliss. It's nice. It's like getting a good foot massage. This is when you can finally just lay down, close your eyes, don't worry about everything that comes up. Probably one of the few times when our minds are actually kind of in neutral more than anything. So for me, I was getting so frustrated because, he's trying to turn his problem into my problem, and I mean, that's not fair.
Well, and I think he's also thinking that he's not going to be awake to go with you this afternoon, so he doesn't want you to go mail a package that he's not going to send out.
Right, I understand that. But I mean, like, I wasn't going to go deliver it until the afternoon because obviously I have to get the meals on feet before the soup kitchen closes. Then I would have probably come back, grabbed the package, then brought it down to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, go pick up my refillment of my metformin, and I'm like, because I still got to go pick up my refill on metformin. That's the other reason I need my money, so I can get some metformin. Because I only got like I think about 85 left in my checking account right now, which I mean compared to Ed is $1 million, but trust me, it goes quick. Rusty's here.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yes, it does. It goes very quick. That's why I'm grateful I get paid every week.
Take care of the bills and everything else.
That's why I'm grateful my husband gets paid every week.
Yeah.
But we've recently been running into more week at the end of the money. Just a day or two, but enough to be annoying. And so I am going to, I have obtained a part-time job to help make ends meet.
So here's Rusty, guys.
There's the man, Rusty Cam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over here now. So yeah,
The thing I like about getting paid weekly, Andrew, is when we are out of money, it's usually just a day or two, and when we're back in it. So that's nice. When you run out of money, you have more months to get through. He's so handsome. I love that kitty.
You get paid once a month, honestly. And it states now it's kind of like for people to be paid every 2 weeks now.
Yep, that's the most common way.
Because it's easier for the billing department, payroll department.
Probably, yep. There you go, Rusty.
Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, can't really see him. There he is. No, you can see me more than the cat, but he's on the. Oh, there he is. So, yeah, I don't know.
You tell you're having a rant. You're having a rant. You're frustrated, and here comes your cat.
Yeah.
When you get frustrated, here comes your cat.
It's funny though, Rusty doesn't usually go over so much and give Ed too much comfort. It doesn't give him any hate either. It just doesn't hang out with Ed much. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Gianni. I can see that too. I can see that. Biweekly does benefit the employers, less payroll staff, more interest for them. I can agree with that. My husband's work recently went to a firm though, so they've got an outside payroll agency doing their payroll now.
Yeah. Yeah, most people get paid every 2 weeks in the United States. Of course, if you're on Social Security, you only get paid once a month.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're on Social Security, either disability or retirement, it's just once a month.
Yeah. So it makes it harder for people to figure out how they're gonna make their money stretch, because they see that big chunk of money come on and they're like, "Ooh la 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 la, I can buy this." All of a sudden, they look in the checkbook 5 minutes later. Oops, someone's like the commercial. I shouldn't have eaten all the Haagen-Dazs. Well, you did, so.
I remember that one.
Yeah. And of course, the problem with my desk is that this desk is totally messed up too. I gotta get a new desk someday, because one of the legs is bent. So I got a piece of cardboard supporting it. In fact, let me fix that real quick here. There's a piece of cardboard underneath one of my legs in my desk because the desk leg is bent, and so the problem is, let's see if we can get to the. Well, I'm not getting anything offline here. Yeah, let's see. Alright, let's do it.
My husband's company where he works at is actually one of the most desirable places for people to work at in this area because of the weekly payroll. They also do profit sharing. They get a safety bonus every year. They get a free spiral cut ham at Christmas, a free turkey at Thanksgiving. They have a lot of fringe benefits, and so whenever anybody finds out my husband works there, they say, "How'd you get that job? Could you get me on there?"
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just like I said, I got the desk propped up by cardboard again. So.
So now the cardboard, because the desk leg is bent.
Right. Well, this dust came out of a dumpster, so.
Oh.
Everything I got is secondhand, mostly. So.
There's nothing wrong with secondhand.
I remember the two guys that had to haul this thing up the 3 flights of stairs. That was no fun for them. I can tell you, this is an old metal office desk. This is heavy. So Of course, if I had a stick or TIG welder, maybe I could have basically welded it and maybe find a way to finally straighten the frame, and make it more straight again. But
there's that. You can also just look at a secondhand store too.
Yeah. Or maybe just go ahead and contact Staples and go, hey, dude, deliver me a desk.
And they do that. My daughter got her monitor for her computer delivered by Best Buy.
Right. So
and I know they deliver office furniture
I
too.
don't know if they'll take the old one out to the dump, but maybe they will. Just like they did my mattress. Just expect to pay for delivery and for the removal of the old one.
Yep.
I mean, because the desk is not rusted or anything. It's just it just needs to be welded. It's gonna be fixed and straightened out.
You need to drink your tea, woman. You're yawning.
Sorry, I know. Just like I said,
somebody got you up too early.
yeah, too early. No, I just went to bed about 8:30 in the morning, 9 in the morning. So I'm probably not going to get much of a nap because by the time I hit the mattress, he's still going to be stored away over there too.
Yep. We talked on the phone for 4 hours last night,
Yeah,
Michelle.
I know we did. Wait.
I got off the phone and went, wow, that was 4 hours?
Yeah.
Because it shows you how long the phone call was on Discord. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's a long time. I think Ed likes to talk a lot. But the problem is
he was upset about the eBay. Apparently they've changed things. He used to buy and sell on eBay all the time.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done it for a few years. And he recently bought something and it went well. He was happy with it. So he went ahead and listed something for sale. But eBay's different now, and they're not going to pay him until the product is delivered and the order is reviewed by the purchaser.
Right.
So Ed
So now basically he has to wait to get paid, and he's like, but I need the money like yesterday. And it's like, I understand that, Ed.
And Michelle was going to.
So.
Yeah.
Like I said, no, I gotta.
But the thing is Michelle had already paid to ship it.
Yeah, we paid to ship
and
it.
Ed canceled it.
Instead of just giving a refund, he decided to basically get the shipping label printed, hoping that the eBay was going to go ahead and say, okay, mine as much as shipped, so here's the money. Nope, didn't work that way. So now they want to see the package actually in the buyer's hands before they release the funds.
Right. And that's not just because he doesn't have an official bank account linked to his PayPal. That's just eBay's new policy.
It's not specifically because it's a bank account, because they consider him a new seller.
Right,
because he can't remember his old account name.
Oh, okay.
Now, I probably could have sold it on mine, but then I would have been dealing with the same nagaha. Except of course the difference is I do have the funds to take care of most of that up front. It's just I don't want to deal with the baloney. Maybe it's not worth it.
Right. Well, and it's just, lack of preparation on his part should not constitute an emergency on yours.
Buying isn't so different. It's just selling that's really weird. Selling is...
it's not like it.
I
haven't bought and sold anything on eBay in a while. My husband does buy parts for his Subaru on eBay. There's a couple of automotive sellers on eBay that are hundreds of dollars cheaper for those foreign Subaru parts.
They are.
So he will buy them on eBay. We haven't had any problems, but I've been an eBay member since 2010, and so I have a good buyer rating.
Yeah, so same with me. As a buyer, But as a seller, I don't really sell that much. I sold a few things back when the system was different. Never had any problems as a seller because I always tried my best to make sure that everything was perfect for the customer. And like I sold a whole ton of religious books that was given for nothing. I was just sitting them collecting dust. So I just put them in a big flat rate box and just simply sold them as a lot of books.
Okay.
Whoever bought them in London or in the UK was very happy with them. I guess some of the books were not common in their country and they wanted them, so there you go. Mostly short books and tracts from different churches and things. I buy as much as I possibly can on eBay because at least there's a chance it's going to an actual person's hand and not a corporation. Right. That's true, but even there, don't forget, eBay still takes their commission out of it too. So it's not like they're getting 100% of the money. You know, as far as Amazon sellers go, I don't know how it works for Amazon sellers. I mean, for someone like Ed selling one of a kind items, I don't think that Amazon would have been a good choice for him anyway.
Yeah, because they don't have the ability to do auctions and stuff like that like eBay does, which is pretty cool.
Right, but
he could end up with a really rare item he could get a ton of money for because people will fight over it.
Right, and some of the items really are worth a lot of money, but some are not. So,
yeah.
Doing well, Andrew. You, I quite like to search for some retro gaming stuff, and I love it when I get a nice find. Yeah, I understand that. A lot of stuff I need is a lot of older parts. They're sometimes just hard to find other places.
Yeah.
You know, or they may not be so old, but they're the unusual situation on a part that's just specialized enough that eBay may have it, even if I have to import it from China. Yeah. I could come
that's one thing.
Sorry, I could come up with a couple examples here of that. eBay. For example, the display port to HDMI adapter. Not exactly that special. I mean, they sell it at Walmart. But I found a version of that actually has HDMI audio output specifically for computers that don't pass audio on their HDMI port or on their display ports. And which is kind of cool because most display ports, as far as I know, don't carry sound. So what it does is it plugs into a USB port, so there's a USB output device, and then of course the display port's the video device. So it's good. The only thing is, it's just a pain because you have to sit there and have two cables plugged into your computer than just one. Yeah, I look for good burgers. How you doing, Krill? Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Michelle needs some caffeine. She's starting to make me yawn.
I know. I just ended up staying up too late last night. I went to bed about 2 in the morning. And then...
we talked forever.
And then Ed woke me up from... It was about 2 in the morning. I went to sleep about that. Yeah, about 2 in the morning. I dozed off because I took a Benadryl because I was starting to have some allergy symptoms. And then, of course, then he comes in the bed and he starts whining about this and that about eBay. And like I said, and I'm trying to sleep. I only got like a few hours to go. Forget it. I didn't get my few hours of sleep, so I ended up basically getting back up again. Now I gotta go meals on feet, and then when I get done with the meals on feet, come home, stumble in the bed, then again, 6 o'clock. Michelle, I need my beer. I didn't even know if the money's in there yet, which is true because I haven't checked yet. So then I have to get up again to get him his beer. Yesterday he was like too whiny to go with me for a walk, and yet he tells me I have a spare tire, and of course he does too. The thing is, hey, okay, fine. Usually he goes with me. He's like, yeah, I know. I'll go with you for 2 days. I said, yeah, that's fine. It's just 2 days now. I mean, what? You can go for a third day? We don't have enough money to do a third day because I only got like $9 in my card. Fine. So now I gotta wait for that money to come in so I can just pay for his alcohol today. We want more content on his channel. Yeah, I see. I will try to get him to do more content on his channel. Maybe he could even do a video ranting about his eBay transaction situation. That will satisfy the drama community, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Will you sleep like a log after all that, Michelle? I saw your video on the new features, by the way. Yeah, I'm glad the Super Thanks is now up. So now, if you people like the videos in the past, they can still make a donation.
Yep.
Because they can do it through Super Thanks.
Yep. I think it's a great, because not every content creator streams. So it's a great way for content creators that don't stream to still get a super chat, extra donation.
Right.
I think it's wonderful that they did that.
And it's
I
good
really
even
do.
for
I'm
those
happy
that
they
do
did it.
have live streams, because some people watch the streams after they're over and then they can still donate.
Yep, exactly. Or they can watch the stream. And like with you, you have the streams and the vlogs, and some people aren't
You
up as
probably
early.
were laughing when they said
know.
what they said about the trolls, right? If you listen to what I said about the trolls, it was kind of funny. Because I was kind of making a quick witticism about the trolls. It's like, we don't want to support you, we're the trolls. So, fine.
Yeah, we don't want to support you. We want to detract. They don't understand, though, that they support you. Sometimes trolls are your biggest fans because they take all that time to come in and hate watch and thumb down and make a negative comment, and all it is interaction. YouTube don't care whether the interaction is positive or negative.
It is interaction.
If they see people are coming to your channel, they're happy. And it puts you higher up in the algorithm.
Let me
So
get cut up here. It says, really, yep, that's true. Monica says, and Super thanks to new YouTube thing in what? Yes, it's a new thing. Yes.
Yep.
For well, it's called applause or applaud, and then they just called it super thanks. I guess they decided to keep the naming consistent with super chat and super stickers.
Something else I noticed, I was watching somebody else's stream the other night. I can't remember exactly who it was, but there's the ability to clip right from their stream.
Yeah, there is the ability to make clips, yeah.
Right from their stream.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe on a finished stream. I don't know, but it was live, currently live, but there might be.
Live. It was currently a live stream. He was talking.
Oh, okay.
Live.
Yeah, it probably is supposed
to his chat, and the scissors were there. And I thought, what are those? And I clicked on them, and it was going to let me clip his stream. I was like, wow.
Not a fan of the name. Super thanks. Kind of cringy or whatever. Yeah, well, trust me, during this time of the pandemic, trust me, it is definitely a super thanks. Especially with everything going up in price, right?
Oh my gosh, like I said, I had to go get a job. We couldn't, my grocery bill went up $50 in 1 week. And I'm once again 2 days away from getting paid, and I'm out of money.
Yeah.
And I can't keep doing that. So, and there's just no, I mean, I got to quit smoking. And I know if I did, I would save a ton of money, but it's the hardest thing to do.
I know.
And one of the worst times to do it is when you're broke.
So, yeah. Go to the channel, get the full version. What's this? Oh, that's the program that Rachella told me about. Now Rachella's the program was trying to tell me now it's sending me bigware, nagware for me to subscribe and get. What? Oh.
Huh?
This is stupid. That's one plugin I'm gonna have to take out of here because that is so dumb. Because what they're doing is now they're sending me nagware just to find out more about this go-to channel thing. I don't know.
Oh.
Because I still haven't even figured out how you go to that person's channel in the first place. You know, talking about that feature that I was talking about, the go-to channel feature.
Yes, I do.
I don't even know how you actually go to their channel. It's almost like they think that it's supposed to be so intuitive. Excuse me, if it's so intuitive, then why am I the one that's getting all confused by it?
Yeah, it's not. They sell it like it's an add-on, but it's really not an add-on. And yeah, you end up having to go to another website to check the go-to.
Right.
So it's an if you
well,
are
I think
that
YouTube needs to return to having the built-in go-to channel feature.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be, but it's just not.
That's especially for the YouTube main channels. It certainly is a valuable feature for moderators and for the content creator to check and see if somebody says, "Oh, Michelle, could you please go to my channel and check a certain thing or whatever?" They can't go there anymore. So unfortunately, I'm depending on people to tell me their channel and URLs, and unless you have share links enabled to everybody, they can't send you the link. So then you have to go, well, what's your channel? And they say, well, and then they try to give you a mashup to the channel name so that could go through those filters. But I don't know. It's just stupid the way that works. So
it is.
And the sorry, must be some residual from the Benadryl, maybe. But like afterwards, I gotta definitely crawl back on the bed and snooze. And so, and then of course, so let me get rid of this go-to channel extension before it drives me crazy. Let's see here. I want to go ahead and open it another window just so I can get rid of this extension. That is so stupid. Extensions.
I understand why YouTube ended it, because they ended up having, when everybody was home on the pandemic, during the lockdown, a lot of kids ended up getting subscribed to adult channels and causing problems. And so I understand why they did it, but I think they could have put in a couple more questions, instead of just letting people subscribe. Maybe this channel is for people who are 18 or older. Are you, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find go-to channel here. Where is it? Ad blocker, YouNow, share extensions, safe uTorrent scanner. There's some looking extensions here. Ad blocker, Google Hangouts, go-to channel. Okay, I just want to get rid of that one. So I'm just gonna take it out of here because it's obviously not doing me no good.
I haven't put it on my laptop yet. But obviously there's, like you said, there's a need for it. There really is, especially if people are like cloning your account.
Yeah.
And you want to see who's doing it, or you want to make sure you're, excuse me.
Another thing that I would love to see is the ability to find out who's subbing and unsubbing, even when they're considered private, because you might want to know if it's an account that's like a troll account that keeps resubbing to start trying to spread crap, and then keep unsubbing after they realize they can't talk for a day.
Yeah, it used to tell you.
Yeah.
I used to get an email when I got a subscriber.
Yeah. So, one of the things I would say is, yeah, I don't really get any message about XYZ unsubscribes. It would be nice if we got that. At least then we could see if XYZ was one of the people that actually was a legitimate person by clicking on the name and actually find out if they're a real person or a troll or a bot or something. But I don't have any way of easily seeing that anymore. I quit smoking many years ago. Then I picked up vaping later on like a fool. I don't want to quit. It's that simple. Well, I'm not a smoker, but I do use tobacco, but I just don't smoke it. But I've I've tried to cut back on it. I've done it quite a bit, but then when you hear stories like with Ed and eBay, it's like when you want to go down the convenience store, go, hey, give me another can of Kodiak now. I'm desperate. It's like, I mean, it's just, I understand it's a stress reliever. Somebody said like it's the adult version of a pacifier. Probably is. I mean, I'm not a smoker.
I would agree with
But
that.
so FC says, Michelle, you still doing your pouches or whatever? I never was using pouches. I got pouches one time by mistake. I don't even use that much that's in a pouch anyway. I just use a tiny little amount. Maybe about half of what's in the Skull Bandit pouch. Quarter. Yeah. Those are expensive too.
They are.
One day, out of desperation, I ended up cutting all the pouches open, pouring all the stuff in a can. You realize you're paying mostly for the paper packaging.
Yeah.
Or the tea bags, the material. It's like, you're kidding me? This only fills half the can. No.
Now they have the cigarette manufacturers are making Skull Bandit type things.
Yeah.
Camel snus. They call it snus.
Yeah. Is that what it is? They're serious. The cigarette manufacturers are doing it now, huh?
Yeah, it's called Camel SNUS snus.
Oh, okay.
And I guess it's supposed to be billed as smokeless tobacco, but it's just chew. It's just the bandits
in the little pockets. Yeah.
In a little pocket. Yep.
We understand, my friend. It's just innocent and not hiding her habit. I'm not denying my habit.
I didn't know you had that habit.
Yeah, most people don't. Because they kind of cut back on quite a bit since high school, but still. 35 plus, yeah, 1983 I started. You figure out the math. 39 years maybe? Oh my god. It sounds about that. Just say 39 years, just to make the math easy.
I started smoking when I was 13. So next year, if I'm still smoking, it'll be 40 years.
Yeah. About the same amount of time as me.
My husband started smoking at 22 when he knew better.
Yeah.
Wasn't peer pressure. He just wanted to do it. And he has emphysema and I don't.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got asthma. That's why I won't smoke cigarettes, because I already have asthma. So that's, for me, cigarettes is the worst thing to inhale.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not a vegetable because it is not a seed-bearing thing.
Oh, it's not.
It's not like an apple or an orange because it's not a seed-bearing part of the plant that you're smoking. That's Mary Jane. Or tobacco, which is smoking, is the burnt leaves. So, but the tobacco plant is a seed-bearing plant, I believe. It just doesn't have fruit with seeds in it.
That's interesting. I didn't ever think of it like that. I knew it was a plant. I just didn't ever think of it as a fruit or vegetable or, type plant.
Yeah. Andrew, you're right. Sometimes with COPD, the coughing can be extremely painful at times. Because you're gasping for air. You're like, it's not fun. My dad, like I said, got lung cancer. He was a long-time smoker too. I mean, he lost a lung from it, but and then he had the complications of the cancer killed him.
And was the cancer caused by smoking?
Complications of it.
Oh. Yeah, it scares me to death, and I just want to quit, but I just got to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm not really into cigarettes anyway. I grew up in a house with smokers, and and I really kind of find the smoking, because I don't smoke here. When I go in the smoker's house, it's a real turnoff. The smell just drives me nuts.
I don't smoke inside because I hate that too.
Yeah.
I try until my kids got older and out of school and out of my car as much. I didn't smoke in my car either.
My granddad got to a stage where he eventually told by his doctor not to bother stopping.
Wow, really?
My cousin quit with one hypnosis session after smoking for 15 years. Cleaning ashtrays is disgusting. Cleaning smoke-laden clothing is disgusting. Kissing a smoker is even more disgusting. It's the truth. So, for me, as I said, growing up in a household of smokers, my sister smoked. My brother didn't. My brother chewed tobacco too. So me and my brother were the chewers, and my sister smoked. My mother smoked. My father smoked. So me and my brother got stuck with a lot of secondhand smoke in that house.
I can remember sitting in the back seat of the car telling my mom and dad, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And I never wanted my kids to say that to me because I really couldn't breathe. And they kept right on smoking.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and also, as one HVAC technician proved to a woman that was a chronic smoker, he put his carbon monoxide detector right near his cigarettes, and it was triggering off as a danger level. Beep, 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 beep.
Wow.
Plus the carbon monoxide in typical cigarettes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
So, I mean, at least health-wise, at least from cigarettes anyway, I'll live a long time because I don't smoke. But what Patty said about my joints is also true. She says, you're wearing your joints out because you don't have a car. You have to walk everywhere, so you're wearing your joints out. Yeah, well, I can't help that. Like you said, I don't have a car, so I have to do everything on foot.
Well,
I don't have a carriage either, and a horse. So if I had a horse and carriage, I probably would have been just as good as if I had a car. Hell, just give me a stallion, I'll ride the stallion to town. Just put a saddle on, a saddle blanket on it, stirrups, and I'll just go with the town on a horse. I know how to ride English and Western, so it's no problem. Just don't ask me to put the horse into a run. I hate when they put a horse in a run, and then they bounce up and down, and they're like, boing, 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 like, so obviously another Asians are getting smashed to smithereens. I remember that very well from when I first started writing. Ah! Your privates get crushed. It must be harder for the guys, that's for sure. Get the Actually, I'm using the massager for the joints. That helps. You know. So that's why I bought it. So this thing here, no, I won't show it on camera. Might give too many people. You know, it's a muscle massager, right? This works fine for what I need it for. I can work it on my joints, and that helps to loosen them up a bit. Yeah, because after one guy tried to strike me for having a muscle massager, I was like, "What the heck? It's just a muscle massage you can buy in Walmart." And he was saying I was was showing something that wasn't what it was.
Yes.
Not that it can't be used for that, I'm sure. But I mean, that wasn't why I bought it.
But you didn't get struck. They were just being assholes.
Yeah.
And on an adult channel, talking about adult things is actually okay. We occasionally do get on topics that are adult here. It happens.
Right, mature topics are fine, usually.
You can't put a bunch of adult people in the same room and not expect sex to come up at some point. It just does.
Krell says, I was this bio-free stuff you rub on your ace and it's like icy hot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, sometimes I put on some aspartame cream or Bengay just to help with pains. If I had any in stock, I have none right now. But right now I'm looking forward to getting paid from AdSense. I just hope to God that I don't have any problem getting paid. I haven't had any problems before, but you know, that would be just the ultimate nasty surprise to find out him saying, "Oh, sorry, Michelle. Gee, I can't pay you right now." But they say that it is pending, so I'll take that as what it is. So probably it might be in by tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, or by later today, one or the other. And we're gonna work on the book sub too. And people you suggested that we should read some of the chapters on the air. I don't know. Who wants to hear it? I don't know.
It's getting good.
So let's see how many people are on here right now. 11. Okay, that's cool. And 7 likes. That's pretty good, I guess. So anyway, let's see what people are saying here in the chat. And I'm going to get back to this real quick here. They're checking out our products with CBD and menthol. I get even further relief from it, but biofreeze, icy hot is good stuff. Well, menthol isn't that the same stuff that's in menthol cigarettes that they're trying to ban now?
I don't think so.
I didn't know you must made that AdSense bank. What do you mean by that? I didn't know what you mean by when you made the AdSense bank. That sounds. Seller is taking pills as well. Menthol cigarettes are banned here. I'm not sure why they would ban menthol anyway. I mean, first of all, I don't see why they would ban menthol anyway. Is it polluting? Is it really polluting the air that bad? That the Paris Accords say you can't smoke menthol cigarettes? It's that's the question. Is it really helping or polluting the air that much worse than regular cigarettes?
I think.
What if the Paris Accord says, "Oh, you can't sell regular cigarettes either because they make too much carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide"? Oh boy, the smokers would be screaming at the Paris Agreement.
The thing with menthol cigarettes is kids.
I don't know why, but you can buy the cigarette strip that gives them a menthol flavor. Yeah, I know that there was proposals to ban menthol cigarettes in the United States because of the fact that they feel they'll help discourage younger people from smoking cigarettes. I don't think that's going to help. I really don't see how that's going to help.
It is the main theory.
It's the main theory, yeah. By the way, you sound like you shrunk, Monica.
I'm driving again. I'm driving again, so.
I'm not sure, but I mean, the point is menthol is, I don't know much about menthol anyway. But it seems like they hate menthol cigarettes for some reason.
I was surprised it passed in the UK. I knew it wouldn't pass in America.
I know there were plans to ban them in America too, in Canada. I don't even know the logic behind that.
Well, the thing, back when I was growing up, the rumor was that menthol cigarettes had fiberglass in them.
Well, we know the filters do.
All the filters do, right? Not just menthol.
Not just the menthol. I don't think menthol has fiberglass in it. I don't even know what menthol is made out of anyway.
Yeah, me either.
They just need small cigarettes for kids. Yeah, here since you post a link to an article on menthol cigarettes. Also, all cigarettes have to be sold on a site of people. Okay, I've seen, for example, a picture of a convenience store in Canada that the cigarette section is secret. It's in a cabinet. Okay, whereas in the United States, the cigarettes are in plain sight. They're behind the counter, but they're in plain sight. So, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm just so tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't even know how that's still gonna make it any easier. You can't see them. It's gonna make it easier. It's gonna be almost like having to go to a Junkies to buy cigarettes. Hey, you got any menthol cigarettes? Sure.
Yep.
Don't know anybody. Here, give me a cash. Give me cash. Here's your ticket. Go back home and smoke it, baby. All of a sudden,
tell your friends.
The DEA shows up and says, "I see you're selling menthol cigarettes. Ah, you're going to prison for life." Whoa, wait a minute, they're legal. No, they're not. Right. Yeah, alcohol is usually available loved. Yeah, I know. I know. I governments are freaking weird. Legalize one thing and then keep the other one, start turning the other one to illegal.
Yep.
I wonder part of the reason is because of carbon dioxide emissions and carbon monoxide emissions. I wouldn't be surprised if the Paris Agreement says you can't have anything that makes carbon monoxide or dioxide because it adds CO2 to the air. To be fair, they don't have to advertise or display cigarettes. You either want them or you don't. So, big deal. No big deal. They're out of sight. True.
If you're already a smoker, you're gonna go where you need to go to get them and have them open the cupboard. I get it.
Like soon, it's gonna be the new. It's gonna be the new thing that the drug pushers are gonna start selling. After all, once Mary Jane becomes totally illegal, they're gonna need something to sell, even if it's backstreet made menthol cigarettes. Trust me, there are people that would buy menthol cigarettes.
Backstreet made menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, they can have rolling capabilities now. They look like a real cigarette. It's not a joint. It doesn't look like a joint anymore. You can get them. They look like a real cigarette.
It would look like a joint. It would look like a menthol joint, actually.
Yeah.
No, actually, if you have a zigzag machine, yeah, you could put your own tobacco. All right, they could put the menthol tobacco in there and whatever to cut it with, and then just shove them in, and then just give them away or sell them as cigarettes. You know, here I got 20 Class A's for you. How much you gonna pay me? How much you want? Well, the first one's free, and then after that, it'll be $20 a cigarette. Here, take my money. I need my menthol cigarettes. Oh God, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I don't know about that, Skunk Ape. I haven't heard much report about Mary Jane necessarily being worse in your lungs. I'm not saying that Mary Jane is necessarily totally good for your lungs either. Oh Lord, I am so tired. So I gotta go get meals and feet. Like yesterday and the day before, they didn't have anything that was compatible with my health. I could not eat anything with mayonnaise. So basically, I got the 2 bags of lunch each day for Ed, and I ended up going hungry because the fact is that I can't eat mayonnaise, and so the last few lunches I actually had to give Ed. So hopefully they'll have something I could eat today. Yeah. And as you can obviously hear, when I come home, I'm probably going to snuggle into the mattress and say, let me sleep. No Mary Jane for Michelle, otherwise she'll get sleepy before going to the soup kitchen. I'm still basically kind of recovering from the Benadryl from last night. I only had one. But at least I didn't have any coughing or wheezing fits in the middle of the night from any kind of pollutants.
My husband just goes, "Why are you yawning?" I said, "Because Michelle won't stop yawning."
Yeah.
They're contagious.
Feed it a can of beans.
God darn you.
I don't know what that would do, besides obviously make a lot of exhausted. I would end up inhaling. So, well, that's what he had yesterday for lunch, was hot dogs and baked beans. So, at least I don't have to worry about that. Alright, guys, before everybody falls asleep on me, I'm gonna try to get a good night's sleep in tonight. I really will. Maybe,
okay.
Like I told Ed, I said, please, for the next time, don't wake me up. Start stressing me out in the early morning when I first get up, okay? I also, like I told him, I said, this is one of the reasons I really didn't want to deal with eBay anyway. Because it's so stressful with eBay policies, and what they're doing to creators now is ridiculous. But right now, my main thing is that I'm going to go ahead and use the bathroom like everybody else does. So, all right, guys. Anyway, so if you were gonna watch the rerun, please do test out the super thanks button. It's right next to the share button. So share it, super thanks it, put a like in there, and of course let other people know about the channel too. And I'm gonna try to get things
Absolutely,
done.
and everybody.
Yeah, and so.
All right, everybody have a good day.
Yeah, you guys have a good day, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. All right. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, by the
right.
way, before I go, Michelle and I kind of agree with Monica. We'd like to try to see me on the show more. I know Michelle was usually does.
Yes, I agree. Everybody would like to see Lumi more.
Well, we'll try to get more of me on there. It's just that sometimes Michelle doesn't want to see anybody get confused with the two different people thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we'll talk about that for tomorrow, guys. So we'll see you guys
But
tomorrow.
if everybody,
Okay.
I just want everybody to know and love Lumi like I know and love Lumi. So I think I'd love to see you on the show more, Lumi.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you in Discord
what
later.
We'll do also is maybe we'll read some of the chapters from the Silvermoon book I'm writing. Because chapter 1 is pretty much almost near finished. Chapter 2 is coming up with the actual trading period. It's probably going to be the most difficult to write because it's going to be the one that's going to take the longest.
Yep, it will.
Yep.
It'll be good.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you later, Monica, okay?
All right. Have a good night, guys. Have a good day, everybody.
Yep. Bye-bye. And let me just wrap this up for you guys. So for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Okay, until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.